My name is Salomon, and I'm here to give you a tour of my exhibition, Burn Line. It's part of the KG+ Kyotography Photo Festival in Kyoto, Japan, and it's up till May 17th, 2026. Open every day, 11 to 5. So the heart of the project is themed around the LA wildfires from January 2025, more than a year ago. I had a few friends who lost their homes in the fire, and I asked them to give me images of things they lost in the fire. So in this case, it's a cutlery set, and my friend Meryl Feitel gave me this image of the cutlery set, and she wrote a short story, 100-word story, explaining why, the history of it, how she had given it to her partner, and they had intended to go hiking more and they never got around to it before their house burned down. And what I do in these images is I carve them into wood using a CNC router and using 3D software, and then I burn the wood into charcoal. This is an image of a stapler, again from Meryl, a stapler that survived. Well, it didn't totally burn up, but was mostly destroyed in the fire. So here's this is one that's called Lost Peacock, and it's a peacock on the steps of the Pasadena Jewish Temple and Center. And again, there's a short story that goes with it. So the process, to me, I call it pyrotype. It's like a new kind of photographic printing process. And to me, it's a beautiful metaphor for loss, the way that the fire is making the image, and the image is about fire. And it shows how charcoal, it's an interesting material that is both matte and glossy, and is both just a product of destruction, but also can be a kind of purifying element. So what I've done is I've built a house. It's kind of a symbol of a house, or a dream of a house, in the sense how a dream can be something that the house can be both burned and not burned before, during, or after a fire. And I did that because the theme is all about people losing their homes. And the pyrotypes are inside the house, inside the walls, facing in, and they're more about the internal emotional experience of loss. I like how it's hard to see what the images are. It slows you down, and hopefully people can connect with the emotional process. And then in the windows, what I call the windows of the house, I have these landscapes. These are pictures that I took, not ones that people gave me. This one is from Pacific Palisades and shows a metal balcony. There used to be a wood house behind it, but the house burned down. And this one is from Malibu, a grouping of columns, and it says no remove. So they wanted to keep these columns. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's part of their rebuilding. This is Malibu, and shows maybe Santa Monica in the distance. I love this image. It feels like Stonehenge or something, this ritual space with this mysterious circle in the middle. And it kind of references the ritual aspects of the space. This is a meditation room, so guests in the hotel can come here and meditate. There's a whole story behind the meditation process. You pour water in here, and this ceramic vessel amplifies the sound of dripping. And I put some charcoal, again, as a sort of a symbol of purity and healing through fire, since this is a symbol of healing through water. So that was an element I was excited to incorporate into the house as a sort of healing ritual space. This is another image from Malibu. Here's an image of, it's actually a needlepoint of Sabbath candles that was burned in the fire. The contributor, this was like a family heirloom that was made by her mother-in-law. So there's 15 images, they all have a story behind them. And this is, we did a Shinto purification ceremony here. It was my wife's idea, she's Japanese. It's the kind of ceremony one would do when building a new house. So, and it's for well-wishing and protection, and that's the theme of the work. I included a sprig from the famous Altadena cedar trees that are a focus of the community there. And this was part of a topping out ceremony, so another ceremonial element. Topping out is a European tradition. There's many versions of it, but it involves putting some kind of greenery at the top of a building after you build it. And I also added a reference to a Jewish mezuzah, which is also a kind of protective element. And finally out here is the garden. I think of it like a garden, and it's got these garden signs, these metal signs that are usually put into someone's garden, or it's just corrugated plastic. These kind of lawn signs are ubiquitous in the fire area. And this one, somebody wrote save to save this piece of wood, and this is spirits from a liquor store, so they're referring to alcohol spirits. But together, for me, these become a kind of poem, save spirits, and more about the spirit of the community. All right, I'm gonna wrap up the tour. I have a long form version of this tour where I go into more details. That's on my YouTube channel. Visitors here, they can see the price list and a longer essay. And then there's, in English and Japanese, there's the short 100-word story for each of the pyrotypes. There's a sign inviting people to use a flashlight or their phone to see better, since it's a little bit dark in here. And there's postcards, etc. And again, this is part of the KG+ Festival. So there's a festival map. It's exhibition number 29, and again, it's open until May 17th. This is my last day in Kyoto, but the exhibit goes for 2 more weeks. All right, thanks for checking it out.